Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Victoria, I'm the CEO of Victa Designs International. So today I'd like to teach us on how to make 4 different designs of bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're joining me for the first time, I'd like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't only subscribe, kindly click on the notification bell so that I can be getting notification on different videos. And also for the returnees, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. For all the members, people that join, the members, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. So now let's move to the designs of bags that I'm gonna teach you today. The first bag is these are the bags. We're done with all this and this also. Okay, so the first bag is, I don't even know the one to start with. Okay, the first bag is simple purse. Can you see it? Simple purse, simple handbag. You can call it simple handbag with pleating handle, round pleating handle. Okay, you fix a bead here. Okay, so I have the bead. This is the bead. You can buy ready-made bead. Okay, so you fix a bead there. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is a shoulder bag. There's something about emerald green, emerald. Okay, this is the shoulder bag. Can you see it? Okay, so this is it. Okay, can you see it? All right, the third one is a simple. The third one is a simple bag with flap. Okay, the handle. Can you see it? Okay, so why the fourth one? Why the fourth one is, I love this bag, seriously. The fourth one is how to make pleating shoulder bag with pleating handle. Pleating shoulder bag with pleating handle. Okay, so now we'll move to the materials needed in making all these bags. Thank you so much. So these are the materials needed for the bag. You need your straight scissors and ruler. You need soft plain leather, lining, elastic, piping. So you need your sheet board for your pattern. So now the measurement, you measure 22 inches by 8 inches on your sheet board. And then to get the cuff, you measure 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches on the both side by 1 inches. 1.5 by 1 inches. Okay, so after marking it, you take you can use your flexible ruler, or you take a round to get the shape out. Can you see it? So you place it on each other, you fold it on each other and trace it out at once so that you get the perfect shape. So after doing that, the next thing to do now is to get your side. To get the side, you measure the sheet board round. Can you see what I'm doing? You measure it round and cut the side out. The side that I use is 30 by 3.5 inches. After pleating it, the bag will not be up to this. This one is 36. It's up to 36 inches. So you only need 30 by 3.5 inches after pleating it. Okay.
So for the handle, you measure 5 by 40 inches. That's what I used for the handle. And then for the flap where you will fix your magnet, you measure 2 inches by 13 inches. For the piping, you measure 1.5 inches round the bag. Okay, you cut out 2. So now you start your pleating. To start the pleating, you need to make sure you do your calculation very well. Okay, to get the pleating, what I use is 3.5 inches. The first pleating is 2 inches. I use 3.5 inches, but the space is 2 inches. After that one, the remaining pleating I use 2.5 inches and fold it on 1 inches. So all the pleating are the same measurement, 1 inches, 1 inches. So that's what I use. But the measurement is 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. The last one I used 2 inches. I folded it on 0.9 inches. Do you understand what I said? So you make sure you calculate your pleating very well based on the length of your bag, based on the wideness of your bag. So you pleat it very well. And if you want the pleating to come out very well, you need to measure your bag to be big. The wideness of the bag must be up to 22 inches. So depending on how big you want the bag to be. Okay. So you do the same thing on the both side. What I'm doing on this side, you do the same thing on the both side. You pleat it the same way, and you do the same thing on the other. This is the front and the back. You do the same thing. You make sure you calculate it very well. So you can write it down somewhere so that you calculate it very well. The front and the back will be the same. To make it convenient for you to be able to pleat the other side, what you just need to do is to turn the other side and start pleating it. So it will allow you to have the accurate measurement with the first pleating. So you make sure you fold the down part also. Fold the down part, fold it very well so that the pleating will come out nice. Next thing to do is to place your material on lining and cut it out. Make sure you cut excess out. So the next thing to do now is to sew where you fix your magnet. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. You sew it straight. So after sewing it straight, the next thing to do is to fix your magnet. You fix your magnet on it. That's snap. Can you see it? So you fix your magnet on it. Look for the middle and make sure you fix the magnet at the middle of the bag. So now you sew the lining at the edge of the leather where you fix your magnet. So you turn it upside down and sew it. That's how to sew the lining, because the lining will cover the both side. So you do the same thing on the other side also. So you sew the lining straight. After sewing the lining straight, you turn it. So after turning it, you make sure you press it down very well. Then you now sew the lining round the material. So after you've done that, after sewing the lining around the material, the next thing you will do is to sew the cord, that is the piping. You now pipe the bag round. So after sewing your lining, this is how the bag will be. Do the same thing on the both sides. Make sure that they are equal. Okay, so put your pipe inside the leather and sew it straight. After sewing it straight, you now start piping it. To now pipe, you leave 0.5 inches on the both side at the top of the bag. Okay, so that's where you start the piping from, 0.5 inches. Okay, so you start your piping from there. You pipe it round. So for the handle, you fold it and sew it straight. After sewing it, the next thing to do is to fix your elastic inside the handle. So I measured 15 inches. So you make sure it is firm. Okay, so for the side, you place it on lining and cut it out. You make sure it is excess on her side, then you sew it straight and trim the excess lining out. So that's for the side. That's what I'm doing right now. So after sewing the side, I measure the background all over again. So that's 26 inches and I cut out 30 inches. Okay, because I'm folding 2 inches in on the both side. That's why I cut out excess. Okay, so fixing the elastic, this is how to fix your elastic. I hope you can see what I'm doing. This is how to fix your elastic. So for the side, you look for the middle and start from the middle. You look for the middle of the side and the middle of the bag, then you start from the middle, because I'm folding 2 inches in on the both side of the side. That's at the top. That's where I'll fix the handle. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I want to sew it round. So you fold the 2 inches in and sew your handle on it. Okay, after you sew the handle at the edge of the side, that is at the top of the side, after sewing the handle, then you fold it in. You do the same thing on the both side. Okay, so after doing that, you do the finishing of the side and you sew the other side also. So you use your taping to tape it round. That's to cover the edges. You tape it round, it will make it neat. So I'm using black taping to tape it round. Can you see it? So this is the finishing of the bag. Thank you so much for watching.